Saint Juan Diego. Every year on December 9th, in the very heart of Advent, we celebrate a charming, newly canonized Catholic saint, and his name is Saint Juan Diego. There's much we can say about him, but we'll take the encounter he had with Mary on December 12th. December 12, 1531, Juan Diego was heading toward the city of Mexico early in the morning. And the purpose of his traveling early in the morning toward Mexico was that he lived with his older uncle, whose name was Juan Bernardino. And his uncle got very sick. So Juan Diego was rushing into the city of Mexico to fetch a priest to bring him back so that his uncle could receive the last sacraments. So when he arrived on the hill called Tepeyac, where he had encountered the Blessed Mother earlier, he actually tried to walk around the hill to avoid her. And she cuts him off. And he, in a very embarrassed frame of mind, says, "How are you? Good morning. How have you been? How is your health?" And she says to him, Juan Diego, "Do not be worried. Do not be worried. Am I not your mother? Do I not have you in the crossing of my arms? Are you not in my shadow? Are you not beneath my apron," which means within my womb? And she promises Juan Diego that the uncle will not die, but rather will recover. So Juan Diego is encouraged, and in the meantime, the Bishop of Mexico is asked for a sign to believe that Our Lady really did appear. So Our Lady tells him to climb the top of the hill, the Tepeyac, and to gather flowers. So he climbs the hill, and there, growing, the top of this hill, which was barren, desert, cactus, in other words, a terrain that was not propitious for flowers, for three reasons: because of the cold weather, because of the rocky desert environment, and also roses that he saw there were Castilian roses that were not native to Mexico. There they were, and he cuts the roses, gathers them in his tilma. He goes to Our Lady. She arranges them with her hands. Then he heads off to the city of Mexico to carry out the errand, being the emissary or the ambassador of Mary. When he arrives, it takes a long time for him to get into the bishop's residence. The people see him as a nuisance. So finally he arrives, and he falls to his knees before the bishop. He opens up his tilma, and the flowers come cascading to the ground. However, the bishop, looking not so much at the roses, was looking at Juan Diego's tilma. What did the bishop see? He saw the image of Our Lady Guadalupe impressed on the tilma of Juan Diego. The bishop breaks into tears. He repents for not having believed, and this is the start of the devotion to Our Lady Guadalupe. So the person that God chose was Saint Juan Diego, who was actually canonized by Pope John Paul II just a few years ago. So let's ask Saint Juan Diego that we can also be missionaries of the love of God through the intercession of Mary.